during the public comment portion of this meeting, please raise your hand using the reaction feature that's shown on Teams, and we will call your name. Good morning, residents of our Commonwealth and everyone in attendance. I am Krista Caceres, Chairwoman of the Citizens Law Enforcement Advisory Review Commission, and want to welcome you to our fourth quarterly meeting for the year. On December 16, 2024 at 10:03 a.m., this meeting is called to order. We will now have roll call of our commissioners and ascertainment of quorum by Acting Secretary and fellow Commissioner, by Secretary and fellow Commissioner Amy Zapp. Good morning.
Thank you, Chairman. Commissioner Caceres.
Present.
Commissioner Sonnenschein.
Here, present.
Jeffrey Wilson is absent. Liam Ford is absent. Commissioner Roselle.
Present.
Commissioner Lerner. Back to him in a minute. Commissioner Chardo.
Present.
I'm present. Commissioner Bailey.
Present.
And Commissioner Mahoney.
Present.
And Commissioner Lerner.
Maybe having a tech issue, so we'll come back to him. He is here. Thank you.
We have two absences and one in limbo, so we still have a quorum.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Seeing that we have a quorum, the commission may proceed with official business. As always, I'd like to acknowledge and thank State Inspector General Lucas M. Miller, Ms. Jamie Hicks, Executive Director of the Clear Commission, Ms. Corey Thurl, Assistant General Counsel for OSIG, and Mr. Jonathan Hendrickson, Deputy State Inspector General of External Affairs for OSIG, for their continued hard work and guidance on our behalf. Now I'd like to acknowledge and thank the ex officio members who are with us today, both in person and virtually, for their partnership and their service to the Commonwealth. Representing the Office of the Governor, Deputy Chief of Staff Michael Pike. Good morning. Representing the Office of General Counsel Jennifer Selber, and the General Counsel designees, Executive Deputy General Counsel Kelly Sekula and Deputy General Counsel Ann Gingrich. Good morning. Morning. Representing the Pennsylvania State Police, Colonel Christopher L. Paris, and the Pennsylvania State Police designees, Major Jonathan Rush and Major Peter Katowski. Representing the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation, and Natural Resources, Secretary Cindy Adams Dunn, and the agency designee, Deputy Secretary John Norbeck.
Morning.
Good morning. Representing the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency, Executive Director Michael Pennington. Representing the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections, Secretary Dr. Laurel Harry. Representing the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections, the agency designee, Deputy Secretary for Parole Field Services, Deborah Carpenter. And finally, representing the Capitol Police, Chief Joseph Jacob. Good morning to everyone, and thank you for your participation. There is a vote required to adopt our meeting minutes from September 23rd. That was our third quarterly meeting. That was sent out in advance for everyone to review and provide comment or correction if there were any. I'd like to have a motion to accept those minutes.
So moved.
Thank you, Vice Chair Sonnenschein. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Zapp. Any question or discussion pertaining to the minutes before we move to a vote? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? If so, please state your name. Hearing none, the meeting minutes were unanimously adopted. Thank you. Next, I'm pleased to announce that the Clear Commission will ratify the final reports for the 3 designated committees' completed case reviews, as outlined in our executive order and bylaws. The Commission's bylaws provides for the process by which the Clear Commission will follow under Executive Order Sections 8.3 and, bylaws Sections 8.3 and 8.5. Section 8.3, presentation of preliminary report to the Commission. The Commission's chair and or the review committee's chair will present the preliminary report, including recommendations for corrective actions, if any, to the Commission for a vote during the next general, specific, or rescheduled Commission meeting. Before a report is final, the preliminary report and any recommendations within the preliminary report must be approved by a majority of the voting members of the commission, and that was done so at our third quarterly meeting. And the covered agency must have had an opportunity up to 60 days to respond to the report, and they did issue their written responses. Section 8.5 of the bylaws, issuance and publication of final report. Once adopted and ratified by the commission following consultation and review with the Office of State Inspector General, Office of Chief Counsel, copies of all final reports, including the written responses of covered agencies, will be posted publicly on the OSIG's website. The ratified documents should be made public for review by the end of this week. So now I will go ahead and sign these 3 final reports and have them ratified, starting first with Critical Incident Committee. Next up will be the Bias-Based Policing Review Committee. And lastly, the Use of Force Review Committee. These 3 reports are complete and ratified, and I want to again thank all of the members of the subcommittee and the associated chairs for your hard work for our first official case reviews in the bag. Thank you very much. Next order of business is to announce the upcoming dates and location of our next quarterly commission meeting. This date is tentative, but we are looking at March 24th, 2024, and the first quarterly meeting for 2025 will be held, or is scheduled to be held, in Philadelphia. More information will be available on our website in the coming weeks. We hope to see you at our first quarterly meeting of the new year. So we are now onto the public comment section. This floor is now open for public comment. If you have any, please utilize the raise your hand feature and you will be recognized to share your thoughts with us. Please state your name, city and state, and limit your comments to no more than 2 minutes. I do not see any hands raised, but I'll allow another second or 2. Seeing no public comments, on behalf of the Clear Commission, we would like to thank you for joining us. With no other business to consider, I would like to have a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Thank you, Vice Chair Sun and Shine. I have a motion. Is there a second?
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner Zach. This meeting is adjourned at 10:11 a.m.